Alright, so hello everybody and welcome to this not open beta but rather a technical test which just runs for today, which is the 21st rather of February. So I've been one of the lucky few to be invited to this one-day test event, and I'm gonna try my best to give some feedback about the state of the game. Right, and this is gonna be mostly for the developers, but I'm uploading this because well, you know, many of you might be curious as for the state of the game and the changes that the developers have in the meantime implemented. Alright, let's go ahead and start this. Alright, the introductory screen. I'm not gonna read through this now. Alright, and we are greeted once again with the minimal character creation screen here, which means we do not get to customize our character in every little detail. We rather have the option of toggling his gender and randomizing. I'm not gonna spend too much time. Let's just get something decent. Alright, I'm gonna go with this. Looks pretty standard.
We took things for granted. We expected coffee in the morning. We expected free Wi-Fi. When those were taken from us, we survived. When communications broke down, the trains stopped and the internet went dark, we survived.
But when the pharmacies were looted and hospitals shut down, asthma became lethal. And with no police to protect you, did you own a gun?
Did your neighbor?
Some survived.
We are a resilient species. When our society collapsed, we found ways to go on. And now, for the first time in centuries, what we want is also truly what we need. In the face of disaster, we helped each other.
We built new communities in the ruins of the old. We adapted, we survived, established a new normal. But there are also those who build nothing, create nothing.
Hyenas preying on the weak. They've made our world bleed. But we don't stand alone. A brave few have sworn to protect us and save what remains.
They
unite us.
Remind us that we are one people. They are our shield and our light. But if that light goes out,
who can save us then?
Alright, so far this has been the same exact introduction as with the private beta. So in case you watched that, we didn't watch that, well, there you have it. And we are once again starting from the very beginning, trying to take over the White House from the bad guys. Just for the sake of clarity here for any developers watching, let me just quickly state my specs. I'm running an i7-6700 CPU, a GTX 1070 graphics card, Windows 10 64-bit, 16 gigs of RAM, and the game is running off an SSD hard drive. Also, note that I'm currently recording on OBS using the NVENC on my NVIDIA card, so maybe that does something. Anyway, we're not gonna read through everything. We can use cover, toss grenades, and armor ourselves. I will have to quickly refamiliarize myself with the controls though. So let me just quickly see. Oh, you know what. We'll test the things as we go. First though, let's test some things that the community already has found to be foul with this. So first of all, the menus. One of the problems was that some of the menus looked blurry. Right now I'm at 1080p by the way, so I do not detect any blurriness. Let's go to the settings. Oh, and one thing that has not changed, if anybody from the developing team is listening, is the clicking instead of double clicking, which is, I think, something everybody wants. So I have to double click settings in order to enter them, which is not necessary. You could just have a simple click. All right, I'm just going through the menus. Unless this is the blur that everybody means, I do not see anything really bad here. So let's get out. What else? All right, let's just quickly test out. So you see there's a bug with the sound, usually at reloading and something like that for many people. So let's see if the sound drops out. All right, everything seems fine. By the way, some people have said that you have one less bullet sometimes. That's because, when reloading that is, that's because you have one in the chamber when you start. So right now I've just inserted a new magazine. I don't have any bullets in the chamber. But watch this. If I fire one, now there's one in the chamber, and I reload now, you can see now I have 31 bullets instead of 30 that I had earlier. So this is not a bug for anybody watching. That's a feature, right? A bullet in the chamber. Remember that. Alright, so let's go and retake the White House then first. And we'll continue checking for bugs as we go. I have to say, the game looks, I don't know why, maybe a bit prettier to me. Something with the foliage, I don't know, maybe it's the fact that I've resetted my settings here. But anyway, it looks good. I forgot how to sprint, but I'll find out later. Let's just kill some bad guys here. Oh, there's some significant lag here. You saw that the health bar of the enemy reacted quite slowly. All right, so let's go. I have to remember how to run. Oh, it's simple shift. Okay, cool. Alright, let's try and get through this section quickly. There's no reason to stall. Well, apart from admiring the Christmas decoration here.
This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill.
Oh, there's some definite lag going on here. I don't know what's that about. Oh, and we get our first Delta error here. You have been disconnected from Tone Class services. Alright, so let's do this again. Alright, so let's see how it looks now that I've killed my internet connection. My internet, well, the programs that use internet. Alright, seems to respond quite well. No, you will not throw that grenades to me.
I've got eyes on a division agent heading north toward the White House. Looks like they've cut down a group of hyenas and are headed this way.
Agent, if you can hear us on this frequency, keep pushing forward and blindside these bastards.
Alright, there's one thing that drives me crazy. I'm pressing F and it doesn't react. I don't know why. Something has to be fixed about that. Every time I come across some loot, pressing F does nothing for the first 1 or 2 tries, and suddenly it starts working. Anyway, let's equip this, since this is better than what we already have here. Interesting. I think I remember this this place crawling with enemies, maybe not for the public test. Alright, so probably the developers have speeded up things a little bit. Alright, let's toss a grenade here. That's a perfect place. Alright, there seems to be one more enemy left. And we have them surrounded with our bodies here. Oh no, there's two. Okay. Alright, I think that's all of them. Oh no, it's not. Now, do we have them? Alright, cool, we're clear. Let's enter the White House. And cue the intro cutscene.
Get that fire out!
Oh, there you have it. That's the same problem I had in the public beta, in the private beta. So you can see there's some sort of a black screen happening here, and that happens during the cutscenes. And also, let the developers know that during the very introductory cutscenes, so the beginning of the game, I still had some black bars. I don't know if you noticed that, but some small black bars around the screen, so it wasn't completely filled by the cutscene. That's what I'm getting at.
Upstairs in the blue room. And come by here.
Alright, so... Man, I should unlock the crafting station because there's another bug going on there and I want to test it, but for the time being, let's just proceed with the cutscenes. But you know what? Let me first try and change some settings. Let's see if the bug with the black screen here, the black bars around the screen, are happening due to a resolution conflict or something. So let's go to graphics. Oh, it has retained my custom settings. Alright, so let's turn off VSync, for example. Let's try some different things here. Frame limit, no. Do I have to apply this? Yeah, I have to apply this, I guess. Alright, cool. Let's go with video. So we have full screen. And the refresh rate... What is this? That is weird. Alright, I have a 144 Hz monitor, not 120. Curious. Very curious. Should we try and go to 60 frames instead? Try and lock it. Yeah, let's try and do that. I'm gonna go the opposite direction here. So we can turn here. Reduced latency. Let's turn this to no. I'm sort of trying to go with the save settings here. Enable DirectX 12 renderer. I have it in no, huh? Curiously. Let's go with yes, let's see. Oh, that has to be, of course, yes, that's DirectX. I have to restart the game. For the time being, let's head inside and let's see if the cutscenes are still broken. And yes, they are.
This is you. Welcome to DC. I'm Manny.
Interestingly enough, this cutscene was fine for me during the public beta.
Let me show you exactly how screwed we are. Ever since the JTF imploded, the city's become a playground for murderous fuckheads.
Alright, so this is not very watchable. I'm gonna skip this.
And a whole lot of bottom feeders.
Oh, I cannot skip it. Okay.
A few civilian
Notes to
still
Ubisoft.
holding out against all
Skippable
this
cutscenes, please.
villainy. They need more help than we've been able to provide, especially since the Division network went dark. That's Kelso. She's one of the last surviving agents in DC. She's operating out of the theater settlement on a priority mission. You should go check in with her. If anyone knows how to get these systems back online, it's her. Oh, and introduce yourself to the locals while you're at it. It'll comfort them to know there's a new sheriff in town.
By the way, Agent, head downstairs and check in with the quartermaster. He can get you set up with some division tech. You're gonna need the edge.
Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead, close the game and re-enter this. But we're gonna change some settings so that the developers can see whether we find the root cause of the problem here. Alright, so let's go to video. I'm gonna go from full screen to windowed full screen. Let's go with this. I presume this is the borderless option. let's keep going. If the next cutscene plays fine, then the full screen option is the root of the problem.
Hello.
All right, so we have the same unlockable skills here as the private beta. Well, we have to unlock one, I guess. So what should we go with? Let's go with the drone. Let's have some health restoration. This is the fixer drone. That's what I want.
Come on over.
Another commonly expressed opinion here by the PC community is that having to push a button for so long in order to do anything, like for example here, me having to press F for quite a while in order to unlock the skill, it's kind of non-PC, I don't know, PC gamers are not accustomed to that. Maybe shorten the duration, or I don't know, even implement a button instead of this thing. Alright, so we have some perks of course here. I'm gonna skip through this. You can watch my video for the private beta if you want me to see reading all of these, because I go through these extensively in my other video. Alright, so we have to pick a perk now. Let's pick the weapon slot. Why not? See, this takes a long time. Just pressing the F for several seconds.
Good, Agent.
Alright, so now we can move freely here. We have one skill more. And this was not available in the private beta, so I'm gonna go with that, even though I probably will not like it. This is the chem launcher. Fires various stuff. You can see here what happens. You fire a cloud of sorts and then you can ignite it. That's the fire starter. There's also the riot foam, which seems much more fun. Should we do that? Yes, that's gonna be very nice against bosses, isn't it? So let's unlock this.
Hey, over here.
And there you have it. We unlocked the riot foam. Right, now we have to assign it though, if I remember correctly. And we have perks. Oh, we have one more perk. Alright, let's see. A skill slot, of course. These are the main two to get when you first start out.
It's killing me.
Now let's go ahead and assign those. If only I can remember where this happens. Oh yeah, in the inventory screen. Alright, so let's see. Let's put the healing drone is E, and let's put the riot foam. Chem launcher. Oh, what happened here? I'm sorry, I seem to be confused.
Goddamn mice get into everything. Oh, hey.
Oh, alright. Now I got it. Cool.
This'll never do.
Alright, so I guess now let's go and explore.
Your settlement is off to the east. You'll probably run into some trouble along the way. You'll have to do this block by block, but I'm sure you'll be fine.
Alright, we have our mission. Let's go.
You hear me?
Alright, so let me go through.
Moving through our hyena territory. They're a bunch of vicious assholes who prey on the weak and vulnerable and kill for kicks. And they destroy whatever they can't steal for themselves. And they've been an especially serious problem for the theater settlement. Given our situation, we need the help of the settlements. But they can't do much if they're struggling to survive. So see what you can do to take some pressure off them. But don't forget that we have to get the Shade Network back to full strength. In a lot of places, the Division has been the only thing holding people together. But where DC is the priority, most agents are completely cut off. They're not gonna last long without support.
Leaving safe area.
Alright, so let's do some tests for the developers here. I keep hearing... Oh, do we have enemies already? Yeah, let's get clear of those enemies. Let's get rid of them. And then we'll do some tests. Oh, should we use the riot foam right away? Let's see how that works. Should be interesting. Oh, there's a friendly. All right, let's see. So it is on Q. Oh, it fires right away. Okay, good to know. Now we've wasted it.
Fuck the division. Big deal.
I can see the NPCs are still swearing a lot, which is supposed to be one of the changes in this alpha test. Mainly that the NPCs swear a lot less. Anyway, let's get up here. I want to try this first. Alright, so the community says that when falling, the animation looks floaty, like you're a feather or something. Let's fall down and see if that's true. Yeah, that's true. If you pay attention, you should be falling much faster. This looks like a feather falling. See it once again. Takes quite a lot of time. Maybe if I see it from this perspective. Yeah, it's a bit slow. It's not tragic. It's not something that would break the game for me by any sense. But still, that's correct. And the other thing people are complaining is the supposedly floaty running animation. So let's take a look at that. Yeah, it looks fine to me. Let's run. Yeah, the fact is, it's actually partially true. If I just go like this, if I walk, you can see the head bobbing up and down, right? But if I start running, the head stays constant. It's like it's a bit weird. It's like you're on ice skates or something. It's like he's being pulled from his head. So yeah, that could be again nothing game breaking for me, but well, if you can fix this, Ubisoft, yeah, by all means do that. That would be lend a bit more immersion to this game. Alright, so there seems to be enemies here because I get the red circles. And right on cue, there they are. We could start things off with a grenade. Well, you know that? Let's try the riot foam again. What happens if I hold the button? And there you have it. Oh, he broke free already? Now that's not that's not very sexy. I mean, if enemies can break that easily from the riot foam.
I see them coming this way.
Reloading. You ain't getting alive.
Okay, cool. So let's go find Odessa then. Which, by the way, it's our objective if you look on the upper left part of the screen. And there's a key to autorun in this game. I don't remember if there was one in the first game, but this is a nice addition. If you have to run long distances, that's always a welcome button to have. Pressing X in this case has you autorunning. So let's see. Yeah, there are enemies up ahead. So let's take care of those. Let's go a bit closer. I'm such a bad shot. I'm a little bit out of practice though, so bear with me. Alright, that's that. Let's move on. I'm trying to watch out for any missed, I don't know, textures and stuff like that. Just in case the developers are interested. In the heat of battle I do not see much. I think it's okay. There's been some people saying, a lot of people actually saying, that the performance is worse And that might be actually one of the main things the developers want to test. I cannot confirm it nor deny it right now. I'm sorry about that. I'm recording with OBS and still I do not have frame drops, but I have to admit my eyes are not very accustomed to anything over 60 frames per second. I cannot really tell the difference. That's what I'm getting at. So if it's if it was, for example, 100 and dropped to 70, I don't know if I would if the difference would register in my brain. So there's that. It's playable, if that's what anybody's wondering. Still playable. Alright, so we could play the Echo, but we are not, because we did that in the technical beta. Right now we only have 1 day.
Coming up in the theater settlement. The woman who runs it is named Odessa Sawyer. Try to stay on her good side.
Nice, and we got a cinematic camera here. So as I was saying, we only have 1 day to cram in as much gameplay as we can, so I'm not gonna bother with little stuff. I'm gonna try main missions, maybe some Dark Zone, and that's it.
You guys are kicking ass, Agent.
Also some control points if I can. And by the way, one general complaint I had about the control points is that the flare gun, you do not realize as a first-time player that you actually have a flare gun. The first time I played through a control point, I didn't realize I had one until the very end, right? So maybe Ubisoft should make this a little more clear to players, especially to first-time ones. Alright, and now you see the bug is not gone, right? So the full screen is bad, the borderless full screen is equally bad, and this happens not in DirectX 12, mind you. So, what I'm gonna do now is before the next cutscene, I'm gonna exit the game, make sure I have DirectX 12 here enabled. I'm not very technical, I just try things out and see if I can catch a bug or two. So what I'm gonna do here is, well, we're gonna go with full screen once again. Refresh rate. Now let's try and lock it. Let's go with something different. Gonna lock it at 60. And this is not implemented yet. I changed this, but I haven't restarted the game. So let me quickly exit the game here and I'll be back. Alright, so I'm back. I've restarted the game. And right now we are running DirectX 12 mode in true full screen, so no borderless.
Great to see you, Agent.
Let's see if the cutscene that plays when we reach the rooftop here still has black borders and looks generally awful. So let's see. Oh, we do not get a cutscene again? Okay, cool. But we will get a cutscene once we meet Odessa Sawyer here, so we'll have a chance to examine that bag once again.
Look, there's that agent.
Right now. And the bug is still not fixed. Right, so we'll have to try something different. DirectX has nothing to do with it. Full screen or borderless has nothing to do with it.
If you're looking for Agent Kelso, she just left. This way, Agent. I should have gone with her. But I'd only slow her down. I know you got your own problems to deal with. But them hyena motherfuckers took my little girl. Get to me. If you can help, I'll be on your debt. And I always pay my debts.
Agent, over here.
Alright, so we get a new mission here, but more importantly, we have to do something about this thing with the cutscenes. What else could we try and change to make this better? Let's try setting the graphics quality to something that the developers intended. Maybe I'm using some combination here that is not the intended one. Let's go with medium, for example. Now we have to restart the game though. All right, so let's do that. And I'll be back.
Agent!
All right, and I'm back. Now we have implemented medium settings here. So let's see if that does anything for us. First of all, we need to get to that side mission. All right, we have to press down. Cool.
Agent, I'm right here.
All right, so where do I actually have to go?
Welcome back, Agent.
Leaving safe area.
Looks a bit to the dark side. Towards the dark side for me. Okay, let's keep going. So when night falls, it's really night. Well, that's okay. It's more immersive maybe that way. Would be interesting if we could enter doors like that, wouldn't it? Anyway, we're almost at the Grand Washington Hotel here, and there is a known bug as well here. There's a sort of an invisible wall. What's this? Oh, see, that's nice. In the dark, this is glowing very much. Makes it clearly visible. I like it.
You're right next to the Grand Washington Hotel.
Okay, here we go. That should get their attention. Head to the service entrance on the east side of the building.
Let's try and get through this quickly. We're searching for bugs here. Did I change weapons? Yeah, I took the took another weapon here. I took a rifle. Let's test this out. Why not? It's more powerful. I do not really like it, the 3-round burst thing. I like to be able to control my own firing rate, but why not? Alright, I'm gonna loot this and
Once you're inside, find a way to the atrium.
oh, there was a little slowdown here. I don't know if you saw it. Let's go. A chance to restock here. Everything seems fine up to now. I mean, the lighting is casting correct shadows and all, stuff like that. But I'm gonna probably leave it up to the developers to spot the little things because, well, my eye is clearly not as trained as theirs. There is something going on here though with the shadows. That's way too dark. Let me see if we can fix this somehow. Alright, so this was actually my fault. I had the contrast way too high. I set it back at 10 from 15.
Intercepted.
And that looks to have done the trick.
It might be a diversion, so be ready! This division fucking needs to die! We're losing ground!
I'm not so good with this kind of weapon, but I'm gonna try my best. Oh, hello there. Oh, where the hell? I cannot see him. Let's get the drone out. We need some health. Yeah, I'm not gonna play much with this gun. I'm just testing this now. This is definitely not my cup of tea.
Hostile radio intercepted.
I'm heading upstairs to the hostage. Everybody, get to the atrium!
Shit. Saint's here.
The who now?
Hyena big shot. Real unpleasant. We need to kill this asshole.
Alright, chance to restock here. Let's take it. Oh, and you know what? Let me just kill this drone. I don't need this. if you kill it early, you get to call it back a bit earlier next time. That's why I'm killing it, actually. Ah, there's the bad guys. Oh, you have to be a very accurate user for this one. This is a headshot only gun. You will not be effective otherwise. Alright, I'm starting to get the hang of it. Still rubbish with it, but... Oh shit. And I'm stuck. Alright, so as long as I'm safe, I'm gonna keep playing with this gun just a little while longer.
You went all the way to the top floor. Take the stairs to the right of the elevators and work your way up.
Oh, I didn't do that, but sometimes if you double tap... Yeah, I've said this. Yeah, that's my fault. I've set the double tapping to roll. So if I double tap front, it rolls front. And the same things happens with left or right. Alright, so where am I going now? Yeah. Alright, this way. Restock maybe? Alright, there it is. Ubisoft is being generous with the restock boxes here, but well, I don't really mind. That's cool with me. I like having full ammo. Oh, there you are. Okay, show your head. Thank you.
What do you think?
Alright, that's all of them. Let's move on. Let's just loot the place first, though. You know, funnily enough, during the entirety of the beta, the private beta that is, I didn't get a single sniper rifle. And for somebody who really loves carrying a sniper rifle as a secondary weapon, well, that's a bit, I don't know, it sucks. Alright, so let me try the AKG a bit out.
I just found an ammo stockpile. I'm gonna detonate it.
There was a bug here the last time. He could shoot me through the walls. That seems to have been fixed. It's good to know.
Sons of bitches.
Doing all right there, Kelso?
As long as I'm not breathing asbestos. That blast did a lot of damage.
Ah, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. I have to say, it feels fine to me. We only had one delta error and that was my mistake. Right, so what I did was actually use the entirety of my upload bandwidth, which, well, severely affected my internet connection, and I cannot blame Ubisoft for that delta error. That was on me. Alright, so where are we going now? This looks like a good place for my AK to be tested. The AK packs a kick. Well, it's not really too weird though. It's an AK after all. But the recoil, oh, it's tough. Yeah, my aiming sucks, I know. Alright, so that's all of them. Where to next? We have to go down? Oh no, this way. I haven't been using my riot foam really, haven't I? I promise I'll use it. I'll use it here. Next chance I get. Oh, and some weapons. Hopefully. Oh, an SMG. I'm not really a fan. Let's just loot it and be on our way. SMGs do not seem as powerful as they were last time. They used to be, I think, the favorite multiplayer weapon.
I'm on the roof, holding for backup.
I have eyes on you, Kelso.
You see Saint?
I don't know what he looks like, but there are plenty of hostiles up there.
Not for long.
what the hell was that? Alright. One thing that is not very easy to do if you're Ubisoft here, and this is by gameplay design, so... Oh, but let me shut up here for a second. This is the place where the bug happened. So this table, you have to take it down, and then afterwards, there's sometimes an invisible wall here. Let's see if that's the case. Seems pretty okay to me. Let's blow this up. From a safe distance. No, it seems all fine to me. And we get lots more enemies coming now. Come on, show your head. And we're heading outside for just a little bit here. Okay, let's get down. And there's the floaty animation once again.
Glad you made it. Ready when you are.
So this is where we get the boss battle, I think.
Let's do this.
Oh, this is the right gun. Yeah, I didn't need to go for the headshot there, but it's kind of second nature by now. I mean, you show me enemies and all I see is heads. Is there a grenade here? Oh, and the fact that you get sometimes stuttered. Oops. Whenever somebody hits you, is back. Not something very beloved by the community. Oh, lots of enemies coming here. Alright, I'm getting surrounded slowly here. Let's fall back a bit. Oh, and there's the main bad guy. Alright, which piece of his armor did I get off? Was it the chest? I think it's the chest. Oh, there's one behind me, huh? Oh, there's still some enemies remaining. Okay, let's take care of anybody who didn't do us the favor of dying right away. Alright, so that's all of them, I guess. Let's get down. No, lots of cool stuff here. Alright, let's get some bullets here and be on our way. Oh, and another cutscene coming up. Let's see if the problem has fixed.
Eleanor?
Or not.
Your mom sent us.
No, there's no cutscene here.
Are you hurt?
My bad.
Who are you? What's going on?
She's in shock. I'll bring her down when she's fit to move. Let's meet at the theater later.
Alright. Let's continue with our mission here.
Heads up. You've got hostiles flooding into the building from the street.
Get down there and take care of them. I got Eleanor.
Sure can do. Oh, and once again I forgot to use the riot foam, didn't I? Oh man, and I had a boss fight. Can't believe it. I really wanted to test out whether the bosses are affected by riot foam. So where are the enemies? Alright, so was that it? Let's destroy the door then. Oh, and we get an overheat. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Manny, is Odessa on the line?
I'll patch her in. Odessa? Kelso has some news for you.
We got Eleanor. Is she okay? She's okay. I'm bringing her.
And crash. That what you just saw there was a hard crash. I was in the middle of the main mission and it just, well, crashed. So if Ubisoft is watching this, and I will probably point this place in the video out in the forums as well, I sent a crash report. It wasn't anything really specific happening. I was just going on with the mission. And it seemed to just kick me out. I don't know. I'll let the devs do what they will with that info. So let's see. Did I just lose progression here?
We now have a working barbecue. And better food in your stomach is gonna go a long way towards putting a smile on your faces.
Alright, so no, we didn't lose progress. That's good. Even though the game crashed, it seems that we have retained the completion status of the mission. So let's go and play the cutscene here.
Look, there's that agent.
And this is still not being fixed.
It's worse than ever, Odessa. We're barely holding things together.
What am I supposed to do?
Help us!
I am helping. I am helping. Just not the way you want me to.
We need you out there again. Your leg wouldn't stop you.
It's not about that.
I know it isn't. But if we fail...
All right! All right. We could probably spare some people.
I'll be outside.
She said you did your part. I won't forget it.
Agent, come here.
And let me just say for the devs watching, hopefully, that maybe, I don't know, maybe this is a this problem with the cutscenes is a byproduct of me running a dual screen setup. So right now I'm playing the Division on one screen, and on the other screen I have OBS and some other stuff running. So I don't know, maybe that plays a role. You figure it out. You're the smart guys. Alright, so let's do something else then.
Agent.
We can go find the safe house or do a side mission.
There's a Shade Tech cache sitting in the lab in the basement of the Bureau's headquarters.
Let's go do that since it's very close by.
Contaminated equipment recovered from the dark zones. It's only a matter of time before the hyenas get in there. So it'd be good to get to that cache before they do.
Over here, Agent.
Ah, we could go and talk to the loggers real quick.
Look, you tell him that this isn't up for debate. He needs to stand the fuck down.
Let's quickly accept the missions here.
Hey, Agent.
Hello, I'm Anaya. I'm going to be helping out at the base of operations with equipment fabrication. It's a pleasure to meet you.
There is something wrong with her teeth. I don't know. You saw as she was talking. There was something definitely wrong with her teeth. The, I don't know, the mouth seemed to be all white to me. I don't know, I didn't catch this so quickly. But replaying the video, I'll probably have a clearer view of what happened and what went wrong there. We can purchase weapons if we want here. Let's not do that. Let's go out and continue testing the technical alpha of the Division 2.
Never cared much for heights. Bears, huh?
Also accept the mission from Chelsea here.
Declaration of Independence is still in the
We're not gonna stay and listen to the various NPCs explaining the mission though. We're just gonna head out and do them.
Leaving safe area.
Let me just quickly fix my stuff here. Alright, we're good to go. Let's do this. Apparently there are lots of NPCs here. I don't see them yet, but I'm known for being blind. So let's... Oh, I think they're there. Okay, cool. Man, I'm surrounded. Scavenging. Who's scavenging? Alright, I'm noticing some frame drops here and there. But again, I'm running OBS, so that might play a role in this. Alright, so... Oh, wait a minute. Did the shadows reset themselves here? Let's quickly go and change that. Alright, yeah, that was the case. The contrast did reset itself to the previous value of 15. I turned it down to 10.
The Shade Tech cache is in the lab in the basement. Expect to run into some hyenas. They've been trying to get in there for ages.
Alright, so this is one of those missions that I didn't co-op during the private beta. You can watch my other video if you want to see co-op for that. Alright, let's try and get maybe a bit better position here. Still a bit dark in here. I can't really see the enemies. Alright, next time I get some time out, I will try adjusting the contrast once again. Man, I'm missing bad here. Let's get a bit closer, maybe. Maybe I'm just too far away. Oh man. Yeah, this weapon is not really working for me. And I cannot pause the game, unfortunately, to change my settings here. Just cannot see the enemies, man. Okay, blinded by a flashbang, I guess. Let's kill the drone here. Reserve it for later. What the hell? I remember this place. Lots of enemies. Oh man, lots of enemies have been spawning, and I actually died here in the private beta because everybody spawned right on me. But alright, let's see. Alright, where are the enemies? I can see you, but I can hit you. So where is everybody? Oh, there they are. Yeah, I'm missing everything, Emma. Alright, it's time to retreat.
You're not getting away with that.
Yeah. Why don't you spawn right behind me? Is there an enemy there still? No. Not going well, is it? Let's move a bit closer. Oh man, what are you doing? Come on. Alright, let's kill the drone. I cannot see a thing here through this fog. I don't know if it records better than it looks. I genuinely cannot see anything. Alright, let me just fix this real quick because I'm practically blind. Alright, so these settings might be a bit extreme. So way too bright or way too little contrast. But I want to see what I'm doing, so I'm keeping them at least until day comes. There's a bag there. I'll quickly get this. Let's move on.
Viral contamination detected.
This was the point that lots of my bodies were scared.
You're gonna need to restore power to get into
I
that
thought there
lab.
was an actual virus here and that we could not enter the place. Alright, now the enemy should be rolling in. Oh no, we still have a computer to manipulate, I think, right? Yeah, there it is. I remember because I was the one doing it in the private beta, while my buddies were handling the generator.
Local power restored.
Alright, so where are the enemies now?
You should be able to recover the cash now.
I should probably use my armor samples here, but I do not want to do this until I have to do this. Which is probably now. Oh shit, there are many more coming. Let's backtrack a bit. I haven't used my foam once again. Yeah, we're dying.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Bad move.
Serious trauma detected.
Yeah, we are all out of armor packs now, so I have to wait for my skill to recharge here a bit. Alright. Cool, so now I have my skill available. My weapon feels kind of underpowered here. Yeah, I'm probably doing something wrong because this is much more difficult than it was the first time I did it, so I'm definitely doing something wrong. Oh, what is this? That's our objective.
More Shade Tech cash accounted for. Bring it on back to base.
Alright, so we got a blueprint, some XP, and we are out of here. Yeah, there are some tools here. I don't know why I'm looting them. This is a technical alpha. I guess just the force of habit. And we're out. All right, cool. So that was the that was a side mission. Let's find something else to do. Maybe a control point or something. Unknown activity. Oh, and a control point. Let's do the unknown activity first, and then maybe the control point, or even the main mission. Let's see. Alright, let's go for it. Alright, so I switched to a machine gun here. So let's test this out. Where is that propaganda broadcast?
Oh, that hurt! Get behind that
Have to reload!
Look at what we've accomplished. For years, we were considered degenerates, a menace to society.
teach him!
This is our city, and we're not letting anyone take
Can I operate this propaganda?
We pulled through!
Alright, cool. So, we'll have to defend this place for a while.
Progress halted.
Do I have to be next to them for it to work?
Progress resumed.
Yeah! We took him down!
All that training paid off.
You ain't leaving alive!
I'll get you.
Manual override required. Access key detected.
We appreciate everything you do, Agent.
Alright, now, did that do it? Guess it did. No, it's not over. Oh, insert access key. Where do I do that? Huh. Haven't familiarized myself with the propaganda stuff, I guess. Ooh, nice. Let's equip those. How do they look? Very cool.
Slow down! Let me catch up!
Alright, so, where do we insert this key? Oh, no, there's the key. Okay, cool. Alright, now we have probably to insert this key right here.
Progress resumed.
Alright, so do we get more enemies now? Yes, we are.
know like you have no choice. It's time to make a decision. Morality is the price to pay. You're better than that. If you need help, please. Sit there.
Alright, so right now this is all about securing the area. Let's move a bit closer.
There are countless dangers in this city.
Let's clean them up a bit faster.
I've got you.
Where are they? Oh, there it is.
I got no shot here.
Alright, so that does it for the propaganda. Very cool. Right, let's see. Now let's do a control point. Is that a live person? Well, not very live. Area controlled by hyenas. Yeah, not for long. This looks like a good spot. Yeah, let's try and take them out from here.
Detected.
Alright, and now on to the boss. Where is he? That him? Yeah, that's him. Yep. Great for landing headshots. Now, you know what? Shooting these grenades out of the air, it's a bit tougher, I think, than it should be. And with grenades being so important in this game, like victory defining, I think it should be just a little bit easier. I mean, look at this. Alright, so where are the remaining enemies now? Okay, cool. Are we done? Yeah. Oh, and see what I said? I could have called the allies. I didn't do it. Which is probably what I should have done from the beginning and made my life a bit easier. Oh, incoming hostiles? Didn't I just clear everybody? Alright, let's get our loot here until the cavalry arrives. Let's equip this right away. Oh man, these buttons, they do take some getting used to.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this.
Here comes another one to deal with.
One bullet's all it takes. They'll take
Alright, so did the cavalry arrive? Thank you.
I can defend it.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Where is the fat guy? Bring him on. I'm gonna use some foam on him. Alright, Ubisoft, look at this.
I'm on the defensive!
Yeah, you're too on the defensive. You're right inside the concrete, man.
Over there!
Get out! Gonna find a new position!
I won't let them hear it.
Oh man, these submachine guns are useless. And these NPCs are stupid, come on. Look at where the enemies are, you guys.
Get the fuck back!
This is a wrestling match.
I'll guard it. Look, there! After them! I'm going around here!
Man, the submachine guns, they are worth nothing. You need way too many bullets to defeat the enemies. An LMG is the way to go here. Clearly.
Keep it together.
Alright, so who's left here? Let's clear the area.
You see that shot?
Gonna look for a better spot.
Oh, there's lots of enemies left.
Reinforcements en route.
Take this, asshole!
We're losing people!
Yeah, see the magazines on these submachine guns are just way too... Alright, this is a bad spot. Let's get outside. They are way too weak.
No one takes our
I got it!
See, you can not even clear a common enemy sometimes. This is absurd. Unless you land headshot after headshot. This is not the weapon to go with.
No problem. I got you.
Right there!
Don't give up now. We're almost there.
Let's bring these criminals down! I'm ready for them.
I'll crush it!
I'll take care of it!
Also, it takes quite the time once you fire the foam until you switch a weapon. They are almost free from the foam, the enemies they are. So kind of defeats the purpose unless you are playing multiplayer and everybody else in your party can target the enemies.
All right, you pig. I'm out. I'll cover you. Leave it to me.
Where are the enemies? Oh, a minigun. Let's see. Can the NPCs actually do something here? Can they defeat them? Probably not.
I'll protect you with my life!
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Oh, where is he? I can take him now. Come on. Like cutting butter.
CP captured. Good job.
You really saved us.
Alright, so we did it. Cool, so I say...
Unlocked.
Let's do some, let's do a main mission.
True Sons have been using the broadcasting capabilities of the viewpoint.
Try and go for the
motivate their troops. We have word they're going offline.
large set pieces here that Ubisoft has laid out for the beta.
Now's our chance.
So, Enemy level 6. We cannot do this because we are not level 6. And I've read in the forums that we actually cannot do this period even if we're level 6. So cannot go in the dark zone yet. Let's go for the Jefferson Trade Center. Maybe after we finish that we can go to the dark zone, because I think the Jefferson Trade Center is a prerequisite.
We don't know exactly what they're doing here, but assume they're gonna be in your way. This is our...
Alright, so we're here. These are friendlies, no need to panic. And there it is. The Jefferson Trade Center, which is a nightmare on the higher difficulty if you play it solo.
Last radio contact with Espinosa came from a parking garage close to the shade node. Isaac has the location.
Alright, so first point of contact is here. Let's wait for an opportune time. Cool, whenever you see somebody throwing a grenade, you actually can just let the grenade take them out, not finish them yourself and waste bullets. Alright, so come at me. Now don't run away. Come this way. I'm also trying to conserve some ammo here, although that's probably not necessary. Alright, so that's it. Let's move. Reload our stuff on the way.
Look for a way down to the garage and see if you can pick up Espinosa's trail. He tends to leave a mess. He came out of nowhere. I shouldn't be reloading my LMG that often, I know, it's just a force of habit.
Whenever there's downtime, I tend to reload my weapons. Oh, and by the way, something that I would like the developers to address, just in case you didn't, I think you couldn't hear me earlier when I said, if I aim down the right, let's say for example I come here, I aim down the left, and I want to pop back in, reload, and then aim again. It defaults to the right shoulder. It shouldn't default to the right shoulder. It should default to the last shoulder you used. So for example, if I now switch to the left, back out, and aim down the sights again, this should be left shoulder, not right. Something that I really need, really feel the developers should fix. I don't know if I like this cover system very much. I mean, it switches sides way too easily. Although I think there's an option for that. I'm gonna just quickly change it while I'm outside a fight. I really cannot see much here.
You're near Espinosa's last known position. The shade node should be close.
Alright, let me quickly change some options here. Alright, so I did some changes here and we're ready to go. Now what I did is once you stick to a place, well, I cannot show you this here. Sorry, let me show you this here. If I stick to cover, now I do not automatically do the curve here. I have to keep the spacebar pressed like this in order to switch covers. Alright, let's make this sit a bit more slow, but also a bit more, well, you can control where you face much more, much better. Alright, so where's the enemies? Oh, yeah. I cannot stick to this wall, which is unfortunate.
Active shade beacon nearby.
That's probably the node. Isaac should guide you to it.
Really dark here. Cannot see. I think if there's a cache here, for example, I could not see it.
Shade agent credentials authenticated.
There should be a terminal that'll let you reactivate the node.
Oh man, this is really dark. Let me change this quickly. Alright, so this is maximum brightness and it's still very dark. I don't know. Maybe it comes better. Maybe it's my screen and you guys are seeing this fine.
Authorization granted. Please stand by. Intelligent System Analytic Computer reactivated. All Isaac subsystems operational.
That was the last step to getting Isaac fully restored locally. But we have a ways to go before we can celebrate. And a missing agent to locate. Continue your sweep of the complex.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Hello? Is this the division? Looking for someone?
Who is this? How are you on this channel?
Friend of yours gave me a real nice wristwatch. He's right here. Want to talk to him? If you want him back, we can make a deal. You back off, we'll deliver him unharmed. Mostly.
They'll keep him alive. They aren't stupid. Just find that hyena piece of shit and waste her.
Alright. Lots of sniper in this area though, I'll have to be careful. LMGs are really the king here. That animation wasn't really nice. You can still do the trick with the wall, you know, just hide just behind it, and they will not be able to target you. I don't know if it's actually a hack or a trick. It's how in real life works actually, so I don't know. Alright, where's the bad guy here? Is he setting a drone? Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, see there, the right shoulder switching screwed with me. I could have disposed of him much faster. An enemy is stuck someplace, for certain. Alright, where's your race car? Oh, that's it? Alright, cool. Let's move on.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Hey guys, I'm still willing to deal, but you better decide fast. I don't know how much more this dude can take.
She's goading you to try to make you reckless. Just stay focused.
Oh, and this is where the main magic happens. There's supposed to be a machine gunner there, if I remember correctly. Apparently not. How is he hitting me? You see, this cover is not really cover, I guess. Let's try advance bit. Let me test this theory out. Is this not cover? So can they hit me here? Let's see. Oh shit. Oh shit. Alright. Oh, there's still an enemy here. That's all of them, I guess. So in general, I don't know if this game feels more sluggish or not. It feels sort of the same to me, I think. I don't know, since the public beta, I mean, not a lot seems to have changed. I don't actually know what they did. I mean, apart from obviously adding the chem launcher, I cannot spot many differences. There haven't been many delta errors, that's for certain. I have had one very hard crash though. Oh,
Agent vital signs 0.
Yeah, obviously.
He didn't have to die here.
I'm leaving this to you! Finish them off!
Yeah, it was close. Oh, I didn't even see that. Those are race cars. Damn them. So where is that enemy? Alright, now pursue Coyote. Okay. Let's go upstairs, I guess. In the invaded mission, so the hard variants of this mission, there used to be some machines here you had to destroy. That's why I waited a bit. I guess that's not the case here. So we're moving towards the area of the final showdown. I don't remember the normal mission what happens, but in the invaded mission there comes a helicopter down here.
I'll end you just like I ended your friend!
Yeah, there's a sniper there. I'm just didn't realize it. I probably have to get a bit closer, don't I? Yeah, let's try this. Yeah, I could do it from this distance also. No, the supporting group is out. Alright.
Nothing you could have done for Espinosa.
Oh, so I did kill him. Alright. I thought he was still alive. Sniper.
I hope she suffered a bit before you finished her off. Anyway, thanks to you, we're an important step closer to getting the Shade Network back to full strength. You did good. I'll see you around.
Alright, so I guess that concludes also the second
agent to recover supplies from Dark Zone.
main mission.
I've spent time in the Dark Zones, and I know a thing or two about the hazards in the
Alright, so that means we unlock the
Dark Zone East was evacuated.
Dark Zone introductory mission here.
DC-62 in a large radius around.
What is this? Oh, this is one we cannot do yet.
Area to try to contain the spill.
Let's head towards the introductory mission for Dark Zone East. Let's try and do a bit of Dark Zone here. Oh, hello. Alright, so let me show you a little bit of supply drop gameplay here. A supply drop just fell and the enemies can claim it. But of course, we will not let them do that so easily. There's the supply drop.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Oh, I don't like this.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Are you ready for this? You're mine. Are you ready for this? Screw you! Hold still. Dad!
Alright, Ubisoft, this is obviously a bug here. Somebody
Hold still.
is stuck in some soundbite here.
You're mine. Screw
See?
you! Dad!
He keeps shouting.
Fuck you! I'm gonna blow you to hell. Mine.
He's obviously stuck.
Screw you! Are you ready for this? Hold still. Fuck you!
Hilarious.
I'm gonna blow you to hell.
So let's claim the supply drop here.
Supply drop claimed.
And we we do not even get something for our time here.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Alright, let's get out of here and continue heading towards the dark zone. Alright, so now we are nearing the dark zone. What comes first is a simple introductory mission, which means we do not get to go up against other players. We only get to go inside the dark zone, explore it a bit, and go up against a few NPCs here and there.
When Dark Zone East was sealed off, stockpiles were left behind. You'll need to get in, map the site, reactivate the security protocols at the control room, and collect whatever you can while you're there. But first, you need to reach the gate.
You know what, let me just try the riot form here, let's see if that works. So it only works for one enemy.
You are not the only one interested in what lies beyond those walls. Go open the gate.
Even though I clearly hit both of them. I would like to see that change if possible. I mean, if the riot form hits 2 people, it did affect 2 people.
Checkpoint beyond the main gate. You'll need to go through the checkpoint to reach the contaminated site.
Alright, so now we're actually entering the dark zone. Well, the room before dark zone.
You'll need to create a map of DZ East.
Oh, there's an invisible wall here? What's happening? Okay. Alright, so conflict is actually not available. It's the multiplayer mode for the Division 2, but it's not available in the technical alpha. It will be in the public beta though, so
Move to the
stay
location
tuned. March 1.
You're really lucky to have Isaac at your disposal. I used to live by Capitol Station. When the crisis hit, I volunteered to help set up the quarantine. The team primarily consisted of first responders. Everyone just wanted to help out. We were guarding the supply depot. Countless vaults concealed the contaminated dead, and the containers filled with DC-62. I was lucky. I can't say the same for most of my friends.
Initiate area scan.
Alright, so as you can see, this is a simple matter of scanning the area, just pressing a button and
You're headed to the military camp. Word of warning.
That's it.
You might run into people trying to scavenge supplies. They may find what they need, but not without paying a price. Greed can be a powerful motivator. Personally, I believe it's a demon. Greed possesses you. Before you know it, you've lost yourself. Be careful.
Alright, so what we can actually do inside the dark zone is fight sort of mini control points, as well as random enemies here, of course. But mostly it's about getting contaminated loot, which is the best kind of loot, of course. But contaminated loot needs to be extracted, so you know, there's always a risk of another agent, another player-controlled character that is, coming and stealing your loot, either by shooting you or by actually stealing it as after you've put it on the helicopter for extraction. Right, so where are my supplies to tag here? Oh, there it is.
Area scan location identified.
You'll need to leave with a complete map of the site. Go there and perform a scan.
Initiate area scan.
The Echo seems to be located by the body storage vault.
I gotta commend Ubisoft. They try to make gameplay elements fit into the story. For example, lots of people are scared of going into the dark zone. So they had an introductory mission and they explained this story-wise by you mapping the dark zone for everybody else to participate. It's a weak story, but they do the effort to fit it in the greater narrative, and I appreciate that. Oh, do we have to activate the echo? Yes.
What the fuck happened?
There was an explosion.
Can you walk? Put your arm around me.
What are you doing? We gotta get out of here.
She needs help.
That yellow shit is blowing all over the place. You wanna be next?
We can't just leave her.
We have to go. Come on!
Alright, and now we got a little bit of background on why this dark zone is actually a very dangerous place. This particular dark zone has this sort of yellow stuff. Now let me get out of here first. It's not a very nice place to be. So they try to they say that this particular... Oh shit. Let's back up a bit. This particular dark zone has become what it is today because... Oh shit. Because of that yellow stuff.
Once the accident happened, there was no time to investigate the cause of the explosion. Sorry, we're getting off mission. Head to the safe room. The main controls for the security system are in this building. Before the last volunteers left, they shut down the security system to try and seal the site. Once you've accessed this control room, you'll need to find the main control panel and switch the system back on.
Alright, so let's head inside one of the safe rooms in the dark zone because there are safe rooms inside the dark zone. Places where you can temporarily rest, so to speak. Alright, so now we have to go and activate the turrets.
The DZE security systems have been reactivated, but you will need to bring the turrets back online at the checkpoint.
And what the turrets serve as a function here is protecting the new players entering the dark zone.
A significant amount of advanced and powerful weapons were also left behind as a result of the evacuation. The military wanted to make sure that their supplies were well protected. These weapons have now become available to anyone who dares to enter the dark zone.
So as I was saying, these turrets are supposed to protect the players that are entering the dark zone from spawn killers. People, actual players who camp at spawn sites. Oh shit. and just try to pick you off as you enter it.
Come on, you piece of crap!
Oh, I did that inadvertently, sorry. Let's close this down. Damn. Now we have to wait for it to refill again, the skill that is. Oh, and there you can see we have some contaminated loot, right? We're being introduced to this contaminated loot here.
You collect from the dark zone will need to be helo extracted and go through decontamination. Get to an extraction point and shoot your flare to request a helo to collect your gear.
So just to make this clear, there are two kinds of loot in the dark zone, for those who do not know. There's the contaminated loot, which you have to extract, and there's non-contaminated loot, which you do not need to extract. The significance is that the non-contaminated you can use immediately, while the contaminated loot you have to first extract in order to use.
Fired a flare to request an extraction. Wait for the helo to arrive. Once it does, secure whatever you need to be extracted onto the cable. Just remember, unless your gear is airborne, someone else can claim it. Don't trust anyone.
We're inbound.
Alright, so contaminated loot means you have to extract it like I'm doing right now, calling a helicopter. And there you can see the countdown on the upper part of the screen, which signifies in how many seconds the helicopter will arrive. Then you put your contaminated loot onto the helicopter and off it goes. Once the helicopter goes, you've secured it and you can use it in the main game.
Helo's ready for pickup.
If, however, somebody cuts the cord, which you can see right now dropping from the helo, from a helicopter. If somebody cuts this cord after you've put your loot on it, he gets your loot, right? So you have to stay and protect it. And also, before you even put your loot on this extraction thing here, somebody can just kill you and take the loot of your dead body. So there's that as well, of course. Anyway, you can see now the helicopter will depart in a few seconds. And yeah, that's the best moment of playing in the dark zone. Once you've secured all your contaminated loot and watch the helicopter safely transported on site.
They are entering DZ East now through the main gate.
Like moths to a flame. We're done here. Head back to the checkpoint and activate the turrets.
Helo is returning to base.
Alright, and now we are actually going to see the turrets that I told you earlier about. The ones that are supposed to be protecting the weaker players and the new players entering the dark zone.
Get those turrets back online and take out any hostiles while you're at it. You can see the turrets actually helping me out here. You can see their laser pointers signifying where they will hit next.
I do not have to do all the job myself, which is nice for a change.
You're almost done.
This is way too bright here, though.
And get to the Shade terminal nearby.
This has got to be a bug here.
Onto the Shade network, so your fellow agents can go in and gather supplies.
Alright, let me first quickly check this out, though. Is this a bug? Why is this so bright? I mean, come on. Is the sun really that bright? It's probably the darkness, the brightness I've set. Let me just recalibrate it quickly. Yeah, it's actually my brightness. As soon as I dropped it a bit, things got a bit clearer. This is a bit tough though, because the dark places are very dark and the bright places very bright, so I have to keep adjusting my settings here in order to compensate.
Leaving that zone.
Alright, now as soon as we exit the dark zone, I think there's one last radio you have to activate, and then we can re-enter it and actually play multiplayer. It's getting quite late, so I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Maybe just a little bit to show you guys. The dark zone isn't also my cup of tea. I have to be honest with you. I'm more of a PvE player. I like the occasional PvP. I do not like mixing them so much.
Your DZ East is uploaded to the network. This means any agent can use your map to extract supplies from the area. But be careful. I've seen the best people do terrible things because of greed. That includes agents.
As I was saying, the Dark Zone is a PvPvE, so both PvP and PvE combined in this game, so it's a bit weird. It's fun sometimes having to look over your shoulder just to make sure that no agent is out to get you, but yeah, that's about all the fun that the Dark Zone offers to me. Anyway, so well, you know what? Let's head in. Let's play for 5 minutes or so in the Dark Zone. By the way, there are 3 Dark Zones in total, 2 of which are going to always be normalized, which means even new players, level 1 players, will be able to compete with level 30 players because their gear will be normalized. There will be 1 Dark Zone though, every time, which is rotating. It's not going to be the same every time. That is not going to be normalized, and where gear and level will actually matter. Alright, so let's get our LMG out here and let's go get ourselves killed, because that's what I do best in the Dark Zone. I get always killed and shot in the back in this place. Let's go do a landmark. There are landmarks in the Dark Zone, by the way. Let me show you the map real quick. You see all these are landmarks. Well, not these are entrances. But these things are landmarks, and they are usually hard or easy. I think the reds are the hard ones. And yeah, let's go do some normal. Let's go do the one that's right next to us. In order to kill another agent here, you have to go rogue. There's a system in place. For those of you who do not know, you have to keep a button pressed for a second or 2. I think it's the button number, the button T. There's another agent there. Interesting. Okay, cool. Let's follow them. See if they kill me or I don't know. Yeah, they're not going towards the landmark, I guess. Anyway, you have to, yes, you have to press a button to go rogue, and then you can start shooting players.
Hostile patrol detected.
Let's take care of those. Start with this.
Division just searched the system.
medical assistance.
And there you see what happens in the dark zone.
Agent out of action.
It's this weird mix that I don't really like. I mean,
A nearby agent.
you are against the NPCs, and then some players crop up in groups usually and take you down. It's a bit weird, especially and there you can see the everybody who goes rogue is marked on the map, at least when they're nearby you. And yeah, I hope this doesn't revolve like the first division, where we saw groups of fours, you know, just casually hunting solo players. The developers have said that they will try and make this accordingly. So, oh man, you can see there is everybody's going rogue here. All right. So anyway, let's. So after you die, you can select a respawn point. But anyway, yeah, that's the dark zone. I'm not gonna show you anymore because it's really not my cup of tea. If it was PvP, I would show you some more, definitely.
So come on over.
Because it's much more fun. You know that you have to go up against players. There's no, you know, backstabbing or 4 going against 1 and stuff like that. Or mixing it with NPCs and players at the same time and wondering who's on your side and who's not. I get it why it's fun. Don't take this the wrong way. I mean, I get it, and it's a good addition. I really can see why some people really like the dark zone. It's just not my cup of tea. Anyway, so I guess thanks for watching. This was the alpha, the test alpha period for this game. Just one day for Ubisoft to try and iron out a few bugs and have us test it. There's really nothing new from the private beta, except for this thing, the riot foam, which you can see. And interestingly enough, you can use it right away. It has ammo, right, and then it refills. It has 2 shots you can fire, and then it refills. And yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna sign off now. And be sure to check back on my channel for the public beta, which runs from the 1st of March through the 3rd of March, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, why don't you join us and play with us in the public beta? The game launches officially on March 15th, if you're interested in buying that. Right, so there's that. Anyway, thanks for watching the this test alpha version with me. Hopefully the developers got a few points, a few pointers, a few hints of what is wrong. Mainly, I have to stress once again that it's the cutscenes, right? The cutscenes are completely broken for me, and all the other things are secondary. Maybe a bit about the contrast and brightness, which I have to keep resetting because it's either too bright or too dark for me. But I'm guessing these are things that are easily fixed. The cutscenes are the most important thing for me. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you on the next video.